You're a stranger here too, huh?
Protect yourself right.
Gems, potions,
Buy armor from
exotic
Grelka.
ingredients. I have them all.
Come to la- If you're trying to ask if I tend the Hall of the Dead alone, then the answer is yes. You think anyone around here is going to lift a shovel to help me? Guess again. Leave the dirty work to old Alessandra. Look, I didn't ask for this job. I got stuck with it thanks to my father. My father was a priest of Archay. All my life was spent around the dead, being forced to learn the proper burial rituals and prayers. I never had any friends. Who'd want to spend time with the weird little girl who hangs around dead people? So I grew up with a miserable trade. This is all I know how to do. Prepare and inter the deceased. I'd like to make the journey to the Hall of the Dead in Windhelm and give my ceremonial dagger to Anders, the caretaker. I believe once it's interred with my father's remains, I'll be at peace with his memory. I hadn't asked you because I was afraid you'd say no. I appreciate your help. Here, I'm entrusting you with the dagger. Bring it to Anders and he'll take care of the rest.
Now, the funny thing about this is she just said that she wants you to take this dagger to Anders in Windhelm. Anders isn't in Windhelm. Anders is in Winterhold. Or Whiterun.
A priest of Archay is entrusted with a ceremonial dagger once they've completed their training. It's usually given by the head priest who sanctified the ritual. In my case, the head priest happened to be my father. The thing is, I never wanted to follow in his footsteps. In some ways, I still don't. I had to, for honor's sake, but I had waited too long. My father died before he could see my training to completion. When I finally became a priest, they gave me the new High Priest's dagger, but I already owned my father's. So you see, I have to return it. It breaks tradition, and I need to tell him that I finally did what he wanted. Be cautious. The pilgrimage to the shrine is not an easy.
How may I help you, my daughter? May you
Lady,
return to
what
her
is it you seek?
benevolence and safety.
We are devoted to the goddess Mara, who gave mortals the gift of love, that they might have a hint of eternity. Her blessings are many. To love is to know the true nature of the gods. Not all can hear the broad echoes of deepest dawn. To receive the touch of Mara, you must first act as her hands in the world. Explore the facets of the infinite jewel. Are you prepared, then, to help bring the light across this land? The dawn surely opens upon you, child. You must bear its light that all may see. Mara has reflected an image to me. At the foot of the throat and the young woman, almost a girl. Her fickle love must resolve itself. The village of Iverstead. The woman, Fastred. This is the prayer heard by the goddess and relayed to her servants. Return when she has seen her path. I will entreat Mara on your behalf.
If you're looking for anything to sell for a fair price, I run the Pond Prawn over by the market. Catchy, isn't it? In my youth, I was a fisherman. I had a beautiful ship named the Brawny Prawn. But the years have a way of creeping up on you. I ended up selling that ship to open this place. Seemed only fitting to name it after her. Well, changed it a bit, I suppose. If I had been smarter, I would have kept my boat. Coming to this city was a big mistake. The question is, what isn't wrong with Riften? This city's corrupt, rotten to the core. No one cares about anything except themselves, and how much coin they can make off the misery of others. Authorities, have you been listening to what I said? They're all dirty, every one of them. The only way to get things done in this city is to keep your head down and pay off the right people. Mm-hmm.
Riften's under my protection. You watch.
I'm selling the best meat in town for cheap. Interested? No, friend. You've got it all wrong. I'm not selling cheap mead. I'm selling good mead for cheap. Black Briar mead. I'll sell cases of it for half of what the inns and taverns pay through the meadery. All I need is someone to deliver it for me. If anyone saw me leave Riften, they get suspicious. I need someone to take this small keg of Blackbriar mead to Wilhelm at the Vilmer Inn in Iverstead. Drop it off, and he'll trade you something for the delivery. Keep it as payment for the legwork. Oh, and if you bump into Indaren from the meadery, keep your mouth shut. He'd write us out in a second. Good. Now get going. Remember, keep this to yourself. Yeah? What do you want? If this is about... You're crazy. How dare you make such an accusation? If word gets around that I betted her, they'll lose all respect for me at the meadery. Take the mark if you want it. It's not worth all this hassle anyway. Aye, I suspected as much, but I've never been able to catch that little sneak with proof. That fetcher! I gave him the same keg just this morning and told him to store it in the cellars. Oh, he'll rot in prison for this one, I promise you. As soon as Maven finds out, it's all over for him. Here, take this as a bit of a reward for nabbing our little thief. Well, that was important. A Dreth never forgets a traitor. You'll pay for this.
Sorry, I'm afraid I can't help you much right now. I'm currently in mourning. There's nothing like fishing on lake. Only the best in all of Riften. I own Riften Fishery. Started out with a single fishing pole, and now I have an entire building and 2 boats to my name. Not bad for a middle-aged Nord, eh? Too bad I haven't had the same success helping this city shed its poverty. Nivanor thinks I'm wasting my time trying, but I disagree.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here.
Nivanor is my wife. How I was ever able to meet such a gorgeous creature is one of life's mysteries. We're at odds about my charity. She thinks the people in this town have become lazy and expecting a handout. I tried to include her in my lessons for Mara Mall over at the Temple of Mara, but she prefers to shop instead. Different strokes, eh? Yes, I suppose someone has to be around here. Have you seen the condition of this sorry excuse-for city? Beggars roam the streets, crime runs rampant, and the threat of war is driving away business. The paltry amount of coin that I place in the charity box at the temple is the least I can do to help. I sell my catch across a good portion of Skyrim. It's worth its weight in gold to me. The only untapped market left is Markarth. However, I just got word that Klepper at the Silver Blood Inn might be interested. If you're headed that way, I would appreciate you delivering a purchase agreement for me. You'd be paid, of course. Good. Klepper will pay you as soon as you arrive with the letter. Here you are. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'd never sleep with anyone besides my good wife, Drifa.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here.
Rare trinkets and the finest oddities from Morrowind.
Look, it was one night, okay? I think she slipped something in my drink. I haven't even been back to the bunkhouse since. Just take this damn thing. I never want to see it again. Remember to give at the temple.
Jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Gems, potions, exotic ingredients.
Can I help you? You looking for something or what? What? How? Where did you get these? No, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Look, we need to keep this quiet, between you and me, okay? No one else needs to know about it. If word got out that I'm practicing my Debellan arts in Riften, they'll run me out of town. Here, take this and don't mention a word of this to anyone, especially Svanna. I don't know why I bother.
Any luck getting them? Oh, I know. Isn't it wonderful? I bet she squirmed like a skeever when you pulled them out of your pocket. I think things are going to be a lot different around here from now on. And I have you to thank for it. Here, I want you to have this. It was my father's, but I'm certain you'll put it to good use. Sure, leave. Not like you care any...
Fresh meats and produce. Get them before they're gone.
Like a giant. Only a mere 20.
My husband Bercy
and
will
all
be the
this
judge of me.
could be
He
yours.
spends too much time worrying about Riften and not enough about himself.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
Potions, exotic ingredients.
Now I remember.
Go fiddling with any locks around here. We're going to have a real problem.
Took your sweet time getting it to me. Here you go, for your trouble. Now if you'll excuse me.
As Jarl Leila's houseguard, I would ask that you maintain a respectable...
Buying and selling fine jewelry here. Vegetables as... crisp as...
Good to see you, Dick.
Mama, you're home. Wanna play a game? Aww.
Yes, love?
You and me. She finally decided to return it to her father. Bless her heart. I will make sure this finds its way to his tomb as soon as possible. Thank you for bringing it, my child. The blessing of RK be upon you.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Never leave the house? You want that ending?
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
My father, Klepper, is the one you want to talk to.
This is the Silverblood Inn. I'll let you... Ah, Bolli finally got someone out here. Well, it's about time. I've been waiting for weeks. Well, thank you for bringing it, I suppose. Have a good day. What? Oh, how could I have possibly forgotten? Your reward, of course. Of course. Here you are. So sorry about that. Remember, ale is cheaper than blood in Markov.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? God.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meal.
Divine smile on you, friend.
Looking to stay alive?
Sure. I'm a dirty beggar. Why would you want to even speak to me?
You've been a good... a mate. You've saved my business and warmed an old smith's heart. For that, I thank you.
Learn a library's worth of knowledge in moments, or grow back that missing limb with my genuine Falmer blood elixir.
If anything good, these will make wonderful settings for my rings. The ivory from this tusk will be perfect for the inlay on my amulets. Perfect. Melting this down will give me plenty of gold for those necklaces I started. If you have any jewelry... No, I think I have enough here to get started. Here, let me give you this. It's the least I can do for all your trouble.
Looking to stay alive?
Safe travels, Landstrider. Welcome. I don't know what to say. Such kindness is unheard of in these times. Here, I want you to accept this as payment for your sacrifice. And we both thank you. If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
My food is the best in all
Any
of
luck
Skyrim.
gathering those ingredients?
Always as fresh as the day it was collected.
Good. My experiments are at a critical stage, and these are just what I need to finish. Here's some coin for all the trouble. Ah, yes, excellent samples. Thank you. This coin should compensate you for all the bother. Perfect. This is just what I needed. Here's some gold for your time. Yes, Master Elgrim will be pleased I've restored his stock of these rare ingredients. I feel I owe you a bit more than some meaningless coin for all your diligence. Here, this key unlocks my supply chest at Elgrim's Elixirs. Feel free to take what you need from time to time. I'll be refilling it once every few days or so.
Rare trinkets and the finest oddities from Morrowind.
Don't forget to check your supply chest from time to time.
Don't miss out. Purchase a bottle of
the pilgrim. I felt a caress on my cheek some time ago. I thought it to be a trick of the wind, but I think it was a message from my father. We've made peace with one another without even uttering a single word, and I'm content for the first time in my life. I thank you. Here, please accept this as a token of my appreciation for your selfless action. Please come back and speak to me anytime. Some fresh meat to fill your belly, perhaps? Be careful.
Sure. Sure, I'm...
New around Riften? Take my advice. Stay at the Bee and Bar. The bunkhouse isn't for you.
It's a fine day with you around.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
With legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Yes. Perfect. Just perfect. These should help keep my stock fresh for quite a while. And as promised, here's my trade. Hope you like it. They live below the streets in the ratway like dirty animals. And trust me, they're no better than the vermin that slink out of there for scraps. They make it difficult for decent people to earn a living. Of course, not many decent people live here in the first place. It's Riften's name for the sewers beneath our feet. Absolutely disgusting. If you fancy keeping your purse filled with gold and your head on your shoulders, I'd stay out of those awful tunnels. Thanks again for the ice wraith tea.
Protect yourself. If you're looking for a handout, you want to speak.
You see those warriors from Hammerfell? They've got curved swords. The waiting, the... Not now. Thanks. Couldn't have done that without you. I'm grateful for your efforts. Here, take this. You're headed to Falkreath. It's all in this note. You know Belethor's shop in Whiterun? That'd be a good place to start. He carries all sorts of things like that. All right, then.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid. Take my advice. Don't listen to that talk of the face cut.
Oh, come to gloat, have we? To poke fun at... I could feel you laughing behind my back.
What can I do for you? It's nice to receive good news for a change. Did you recover anything else from the warehouse worth mentioning? Then there's no time to lose. It won't take long for Sarthis' associates to learn of his death. The source of the poison must be destroyed once and for all. Otherwise, another dealer will simply take his place. Do this task for me, and you'll be well on your way to a title in Riften. Good. Report back to me when your task is complete. Good journey to you.